What does it mean to be truly great? What makes one a hero for all? Boy, do I have an answer for you. Not only is the Brads David Campbell's an overall average guy, but he's so much more. He's a rock, paper, scissors champion. Competing against 12 teachers to win the title, Brads Davids traveled far and wide competing in the most prestigious competitions around the world, taking down one rock, paper, scissors at a time. But all good things must one day come to an end, and today the big question still lingers. What is Brads David Campbell's doing now, and where did he go? After traveling everywhere in search of the champion, I mysteriously heard a noise coming from under the stairs. And there he was, a shell of a man yelling no comment to some 16-year-olds. And now we hear from him for the first time since the incident.
So, Mr. Campbell, how has your life changed since you won the title of Rock, Paper, Scissors champion?
Everything changed. I lost my family, almost lost my job, almost lost my prized possession.
How have other teachers been treating you since becoming a champion?
After I got back from Japan and the incident, my colleagues have been incredibly supportive. McGee, Matt, Schweitzer, the baseball kid, whatever his name is.
How has McGee been there for you?
His music has really lifted me up. And then it all started to fall apart.
What has been the best thing to come out of this competition?
There hasn't been a best thing. Almost lost my mind. Physically, I haven't been the same.
Physically?
They don't work anymore. All I can do is paper, paper, paper.
What would you like to say to the viewers at home watching?
People can do hard things, like the rock. You don't have to be the paper. And don't be the scissor cutting other people down. Be the rock.
Mr. Iacono met the rock.
He truly looks up to him.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hello, Pirates.
Hey, Pirates. Welcome to this week's episode of CHS TV.
And on this week, we have
A brand new segment.
Yeah, we also have installments of Ask the Staff, This or That, an elective showcase from our related arts.
Actually, I would call it culinary arts.
First, we need to see our principal's message.
Hello, Pirates. I would like to start this week by recognizing our Golden Apple recipient for December, Mrs. Marianne Gallagher. For those of you who may not have met Mrs. Gallagher, she is the driver for Bus 6 and also runs one of the late bus runs. Nominated by Stella Driscoll, Mrs. Gallagher is described as a friendly face when you walk in the door and a kind goodbye when you leave. The experience that Mrs. Gallagher creates on her bus sets her students up for success and makes her a fundamental part of their day. Thank you, Mrs. Gallagher, for all you do for CHS, and congratulations on being the December Golden Apple recipient. Should you see Mrs. Gallagher or pass by Bus 6 at dismissal, please take a moment to share your congratulations. If any of you have a CHS staff member you would like to nominate for a Golden Apple, you will find the nomination forms on the wall across from the library. Please take a moment to recognize someone who has made a difference in your year. I would also like to recognize the students from the CHS DECA program for their success at last week's New Jersey DECA Southwest District Conference in Cherry Hill. 10 members won in their category, with 3 students placing in the top 3. These members are Derek Kosciano, 3rd place for Food Marketing Series; Bucky Mustafa and Zainab Mutlu, 3rd place for Travel and Tourism Marketing Management Team Decision Making; Killian Pease, Accounting Application Series; Emily Renoff, Automotive Service Marketing Series; Danny Garced, Food Marketing Series; Kaylee Solomon, Hospitality and Tourism Professional Selling; Stephanie Renoff, Hotel and Lodging Management; Benjamin Tianoff, Restaurant and Food Service Management; Madeline Hubbard, Sports and Entertainment Marketing. These 10 students will be joined by several other members of the CHS chapter to represent the Pirates at the State Career Development Conference in Atlantic City at the end of February. Congratulations to all of our advancing competitors on a job well done, and I have every confidence in your success at SCDC. Finally, on January 13th, we hosted our 13th annual Poetry Out Loud competition. 16 students from grades 9 through 12 performed their poetry pieces before a panel of judges. At the end of an incredibly close competition, Chelsea von Posniak was declared the winner. As the CHS representative, Chelsea will go on to represent the Pirates at the regional competition at Rutgers University on February 7th. Congratulations to all of our participants, and in particular, congratulations to Chelsea on your brilliant recitation. I look forward to your continued success in the next level of the competition. That's all for this week. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
How did you get that black eye?
Fighting Shane to get the room back. He set up traps like it was Home Alone.
So who won?
I don't know. I still haven't caught him yet.
Do you guys give up, or are you thirsty for more?
Each week, we asked the staff a different question. This week, we asked, what was your first job? Let's see what they had to say.
I worked for my dad.
D'Angelo's Pizza, which is now Tony Soprano's.
I bagged groceries at Botino's ShopRite in Washington Township, and I hated it, but today I still will only bag my own groceries. I don't let anybody else bag them.
So I was a chambermaid for, I think it was called Lamplight Hotel in Lavallette, New Jersey, and I was paid to clean the guest bedrooms and bathrooms.
Springfield Township trash man.
An operator for Sprint. So I used to take calls, and people would use a calling card, which doesn't exist today because we have our cell phones, and they would like to use a calling card to make phone calls. So I would put their calls through. I was 16 or 17 in high school. That was my first job.
I was a lifeguard.
Smoothie King. Bakery where I made cinnamon buns all day long.
I did like a small construction role for my dad.
Carpenter's assistant, when I was way too young to have any business being a carpenter's assistant. The first job that I was paid for on the books was a telemarketer, which was the worst job that I've ever had in my life.
As a camp counselor.
Paperboy for the Carrier Post.
I used to deliver the Philadelphia Bulletin, which is a newspaper that is now defunct.
I worked at Burger King. I also worked at a factory that put together mascara wands.
I'm sure a lot of people worked at Friendly's before, but I worked at Friendly's.
Well, there's the paper routes, but really the first job was the Franklin Mills movie theater as an usher.
Landscaper.
Babysitting?
Lifeguard. I think it was a lifeguard. It was either a lifeguard. I think that same summer I also started working at a place called Pump It Up in Mount Laurel, where it was like those inflatable things for kids, and I was just kind of watching, making sure nobody was like doing front flips or like, you know, being unsafe or whatever.
I was a gate guard for American Pools, and I made like $6 an hour. And as you can tell, I was fantastic at it because I'm a great bodyguard with my impressive physical stature.
Oh, I worked at a dry cleaners. It was horrific. It was a summer job. You had to clean, you had to check, I had to check pockets before they went into the machines, and there were things that you found in pockets that we just can't speak of.
Pen factory.
A lifeguard of an indoor pool.
I was a dock boy where I tied up people's boats at a restaurant on Lake Apaca in New Jersey.
Friendly's, I was a waitress.
I was a newspaper delivery boy when I was like 12.
Official job, lifeguard. Unofficial job, I sold sodas to construction workers and made about the same or more than I made as my first lifeguarding job. Thousands of dollars as a little kid selling soda, Yoo-hoo, iced tea to construction workers. It was incredible. I don't think it was legal. I think I might have had to put it on my taxes if I kept making over a certain amount.
Butcher's boy. Yep, and I got paid what today, with today's exchange rate, would be worth 50 cents for 4 hours work.
I worked in a hobby and craft shop as the baseball card person. I was 16. It was in the Granite Run Mall in Media, PA. I practically lived there every weekend to buy baseball cards. They had an opening, and I lied about my age.
First job I ever had was working at Little Caesars Pizza when I was 15 years old. Pizza.
My first job was at Friendly's, which was a half block away, and I'd scoop ice cream.
Those were some interesting responses. I may have not worked for someone officially, but I have done lots of volunteer work around our area. Now, back to Isaiah and Sam at the desk.
Don't ask.
Wasn't going to. Relax, Wet Bandit. Let's go to our elective showcase.
In school, we start off with a food safety course the first week, going over some of the importance of how to handle food. And then we get into baking and pastry, lunch cookery, and if you're in the advanced class or food 1, you get into international cuisine. Honestly, the overall goal is just to make students more comfortable cooking for themselves. I would say that's the number 1 goal. And then building confidence so that they can, achieve something realistic, but, enough confidence to cook for themselves at home, reading recipes, that kind of stuff. Skills they learn in this class, I've already mentioned food safety is a very important one, how to handle food. And then they go on to learn some knife skills that they can use in the class and outside the class as well. How to properly hold a knife safely, and then also how to execute some basic knife cuts. And they go on to learn other techniques as well along the way.
Congratulations to the following students in graphic arts whose skate deck designs were voted on by CHS staff and teachers. The designs will be printed and made into real skate decks. Here are the top 5 winners. Emily Renoff with the most votes. The other 4 finalists are Abigail Sides, Anthony Melchior, Lala Zhang, L. Morrison. Wonderful work, and thanks to all who voted.
Pool or jacuzzi?
Pool.
Why?
For a jacuzzi, you just kind of like sit there. With the pool, you can like move around and stuff.
Pool. Why? You get to be swimming around, going to water and whatnot. What he said. Hot tub.
Why?
Pools are dirty. Pool. Yeah, pool.
Why? Because you can swim?
Yeah. Hot tub. Pool.
Why?
I like being warm. You got more like room to like move around, you know? With a hot tub, you're really confined, and I'm claustrophobic, so.
Ding dong.
Batman or Spider-Man?
Oh God. It's gonna be controversial, but Batman.
Why?
The Dark Knight's the best movie. Spider-Man.
Batman.
Why? Batman, he seems like dark. Spider-Man's like outgoing and he's like really energetic, and I like that.
I like how Batman has 2 faces, just like you. I'm playing. It's like, nah.
Batman. Spider-Man.
Why?
He's a normal dude, and if I get strong enough, I can be Batman.
He's strong and he can like swing around. Batman? I don't have a good reason. Just, I like the darkness.
Spider-Man.
Batman.
Why?
Batman's overrated. All right, Batman's just a normal person. Hand-to-hand combat or whatever, like, the webs come out of his body. Batman just got, like, gadgets.
Vengeance.
I'm not even in this. I literally get in trouble.
Why? Because you're not in the class.
Would you rather go to the past or the future?
Probably the past,
The future. Why?
so I can like see what it was like back then.
I don't know, the past just like is not that great. I don't want to relive anything.
Word.
The past.
The past. Why?
I can switch up some things, become rich.
Change my mistakes. The past.
Why?
So I can just like look back on some memories. You know what I'm saying?
Future.
Why?
Well, I've already like been in the past, so I don't really need to go back there.
All right.
I want to go for the past because I have a lot of people to punch in the face.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill that kid.
How many traps has he set?
Too many. I wouldn't be surprised if he's still here now.
Let's head to our new segment, Hot Takes.
Chick-fil-A is the most overrated trash fast food franchise of all time. So first of all, you drive there, take 15 minutes in a drive-thru. The people aren't even nice, they're fake nice, all right? Then you go to pay, it costs an arm and a leg for a chicken sandwich, all right? So you finally drive away, you go in the parking spot, you start to eat. You finish your whole meal, you don't even realize because you're not even filled up, all right? And it costs an arm and a leg to do all this. And also, the fries, the texture is horrible, trash. The chicken, my father makes better chicken and he doesn't even cook. The ice, people love the ice. That's my least favorite part. People love the ice. It is horrible because it takes up 80% of the drink. They fill it up every time. I've asked for no ice and they gave me ice. And I thought Chick-fil-A was supposed to be perfect. And they're not. It's as simple as that. Chick-fil-A is garbage. It's trash. It's overrated. I would never get it again.
What's your reaction to that?
I love you so much, Sean. I agree with you with everything you just said in that video. And I think that Chick-fil-A is the worst place to go to for fast food because personally Wendy's is the best.
Like, and then they take 200 more years, it feels like, to just get your order. And the sandwich isn't really that great either. Like, I can eat it, but it's just like not worth it. No, it's not worth it.
I don't know what to say.
Hush.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm flabbergasted.
Any words to Sean?
Sean, I am coming for you. How dare you say that to my Chick-fil-A? Feel my heart, man. My heart's beating. Look what you did, Petros.
I don't feel anything.
Boom, oh, boom. Feel it now. Mm-hmm, yeah. Boo, boo, yeah. Now you feel it. Yeah.
Because you said it first that you like Chick-fil-A.
Petros, I am very mad at you right now. I'm so sorry. Off camera. Wait, is the oh my god. What? I'm very mad at you too.
Chick-fil-A the one time and it was
I am
disgusting.
very shit. You had no room to talk.
What do you mean?
I am very mad at you guys right now.
I don't care.
I
work with you.
So as a Chick-fil-A employee myself, I do not ordain this opinion at all. So just like, no.
So if you were to say, yeah, that's right, you would get fired on the spot?
No.
As a former Chick-fil-A worker, I do not agree.
This is an L trash take, and I think this person should cope, seethe, and mold. Okay? Chick-fil-A is delicious. The fries are pretty bad, but the sandwiches are great. All my friends work at Chick-fil-A, and they all have a great time, and they get paid more than every other person in the world. Their pay is great. This message is sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I hate Chick-fil-A.
So one final word to you know who?
To who? Sean?
No, Beto, no. You're gonna bring the business down?
And everyone don't hate me.
Everyone's gonna hate you now.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Are you finished yet?
No, I still need to set a trap for him.
We still have to finish the show.
I will not be scammed by a kidney gun.
That's all we have for this week. If you have any questions or suggestions, email Mr. Wilson at wilsons@cinnamonson.com.
Tune in next week to see Mr. Wilson covered in chicken feathers.